I'll start again. So a sunflower field right down the road from me inspired today's class. It's just getting ready to be in its fullness with all the sunflowers standing upright. And when you drive by, it's just like such a happy place to look at that sunflower field. I have never made it to that sunflower field, and this year I am committed to being there. But if you've ever visited a sunflower field or driven by one, you know that they only last for a short period this time of year, and so you really have to time it. And so in honor of the sunflower field down the road, we're going to work with our Solar Plexus chakra, the Manipura Chakra. It's the third chakra in the 7 chakra system, according to the yogic tradition. It's located right above the navel. Its element is fire and its color is yellow. So I'm thinking right now about a big glass of iced tea with some lemon. So the color of bananas and my garden, which is getting ready to, today I'm going to have to pick 4 or 5 squash. So think that's the way we nurture this chakra. Physically, it's associated with the central metabolic system, the digestive system, including the stomach and intestines, the nervous system, the liver, and the pancreas. It controls the digestive system, and so it's our ability to digest food and regulate sugar, thinking about the pancreas. So if your solar plexus chakra is balanced, you will have high self-worth, you'll have a strong sense of doing what is right in the world. I like to call it core values. We are also able to be humble and modest and self-confident at the same time. It helps us connect to our intuition, our gut instinct, and to trust the energy that we perceive. If we have a healthy Manipura chakra, we have a healthy sense of self and a balanced ego, that sense of playfulness and the ability to enjoy life, and also to be a little spontaneous. So maybe as you're driving by a sunflower field, you just stop in. So we're going to start by nurturing our fire, this fire element, by practicing a little breath of fire. So it's one of the pranayama practices in yoga. So we'll start by sitting. So sit up nice and tall. Give yourself a lot of space for the breath. Find a place for your hands to rest. So you might leave your palms open or cradle one hand in the other, however you're comfortable, propping your hips up if you like. And then maybe close your eyes. This breath of fire is a breath through the nostrils, and it's really just a pumping of the belly. The inhale is super fast. It just comes kind of naturally, and you can even put your hands on your belly if you like, if you prefer, and it goes like this. So it's a real active breath. So the belly is really pumping, it's toning the belly, it's bringing some fire. If this doesn't work for you, if you start to feel dizzy, just take your breath to your normal 3-part breath, and we'll meet on the other side. So when you're ready, let's begin. Inhale deeply and exhale, begin. Let's take a pause here, exhale completely, and inhale fully. Exhale again, let it go. And inhale, we'll take another round. When you're ready, begin. Exhale completely. Inhale again. And exhale again. Let's take one more round. When you're ready, inhale deeply and begin. Pause. Exhale completely. Inhale. And exhale through the mouth. And then before you open your eyes, just notice. Let your breath come naturally and notice sensations. Maybe you feel a little more fire in the belly. Maybe you're really fired up for this practice. I am. When you're ready, we're going to come down to our mats. Lengthen your entire body out on the mat. Take a full body stretch. Reach up, take a breath in, fill up the entire body from head to toe. And on your exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Bring your nose to your knees. Good. Inhale, reach long, get long. Maybe arch your back a little bit, point your toes. And on your exhale, curl up. Take one more. Reach, get long, arch, point. Breathe and exhale as you bring your nose to your knee. Z, plural. Good. And then take a hold of one knee, just hug it in. And then take a hold of the other, hug it in. Switch back and forth. Bring a little blood flow to the legs. Good. Then let the legs go. Bring your hands behind your head. Let's fire up that belly. Take a big breath in, and on your exhale, take your right elbow to your left knee. Inhale, left elbow to right knee. And exhale, move with your breath. Start bicycling it out. Draw the belly into the spine as you do. Good. Starting with fire this morning. Good. Move with your breath. You can activate that breath of fire if you like. Let's go for 10 more. Excellent. Leave your knees bent and bring your hands to your quadriceps and press your quadriceps away as you press your legs into your hands. Good. Fire up the belly a little bit more. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, take that full body stretch. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Yeah, feels good, right? Take one more breath in and a nice breath out. And bring your knees back up. Take your arms out to a T. We're going to take some gentle twists, moving with the breath. So take a full breath in. And as you exhale, take your knees over to the right. Turn your head to the left. On your inhale, come back to center. And on your exhale, take your legs over to the left. Good. Move with your breath. We'll take a few of these, just waking up the hips and the core. Good. Activating that solar plexus. Good. Move a couple more times each way. Excellent. And come back to center. Maybe hug your knees into your chest and take some circles. So roll out the back body, that sacral part of the spine. And go the other direction. Good. Are we warmed up yet? Well, we will be. Start to rock and roll forward and back, or roll to one side and come up to a seat lengthwise on your mat. And before you get too excited, come into a boat pose. Yeah, so you can keep the knees bent, you can keep toes on the floor if you like, or you can extend your legs and release your arms. Find the boat that works for you, and let's count to 10. Silently. No joke, right? 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Here we are. Let's come up to a seat. Bring your feet together in Badakanasana and shine your heart. Shine your heart like a shiny sunflower. Take a big breath in and then bow. Bow like a sunflower at the end of its week. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Think about how strong that spine of that sunflower has to be to hold that heavy head. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. One more time. Breathe in deeply. Fill up the whole torso there, all the way up to the tops of the lungs. And then as you exhale, come back up to seated. Bring your knees together, but your feet apart. Take your hands behind you and just windshield washer those legs side to side. Good. And as you're ready, just let the legs come over to the right. Take your hands to the outside of the left leg and turn your gaze in that general direction. So just a little twist. And then take your left fingertips, reach them to the left, and take your right arm up and overhead. You might reach for your wrist at this point. Good. And then take your right fingertips to the mat, lean to the right, take a side bend over in that direction. Take your gaze under your left arm. Good. Sweep your left arm over, take your legs to the left, walk your right fingertips over to the right. Take a side bend over there. Maybe reach for the left wrist and lean. Good. Breathe into this side body. And then as you exhale, release the left fingertips. Take a counter stretch over to the left. Good. Breathe in, come up. Let's come to our tabletop, our familiar tabletop. We'll take some cat-cows. So hands under shoulders, Sophie shake it out, knees under hips. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, shine, and exhale, round. Just move like a sunflower blowing in the breeze along the side of the road. Why not? Imagine you're a sunflower. Good. Draw the belly into the spine as you press into your cat. And lift your gaze as you shine forward. Just move with your breath. Find your own rhythm. Move that spine. Make it supple. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. One more breath in as you shine, gazing forward, and one more breath out as you press the mat away. Draw the belly into the spine. Really activate that core. Let the chin bow to the chest. Good. And then come up to neutral. I'm going to take a gaze over our right shoulder. And then turn to the left. Take a gaze over the left shoulder. Good. Breathe in, come back to center. Extend the right leg long and then take it across the body. Toes are tucked. And then take your gaze toward the right toes, toward the left side, but the right toes. Good. Breathe in, come back to center, and lower the right knee. Sophie, shake it out. Extend the left leg. Point the toes toward the floor, flexing that left foot. And then take it across the right. Take your gaze over the right shoulder. Look back at your toes. Good. Take 2 more of these. So bring the left knee back, extend the right, and on your exhale, take a gaze over that left shoulder. Good. Good. Switch, extending the left leg. Toes press into the floor as you gaze back over the right shoulder. Good. 1 more each side. Take your knees wide on your mat, bring your big toes to touch, and sink your hips back. Take a child's pose. So reach your fingertips forward, let your head release toward the floor, or place a block under your forehead. And breathe here. Think about filling up the entire back body. Exhale long and full. Good. Breathe into that spine. Excellent. Take 1 more full breath, and then we're going to slide forward, coming into a Sphinx pose. So the legs come down to the floor, tops of the feet come to the floor, and the elbows are under the shoulders, hands flat on the floor, and then shine your heart. Take your shoulders and draw them down away from the ears. We'll be here for about 5 breaths, so maybe close your eyes here and just settle into this back bend. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Think filling up the entire chest, lungs, heart space. And the breath fills up and then let go. 1 more full breath here. And then either come up to your knees, keeping your elbows where they are, or tuck your toes and we'll come into a low plank. Yeah, I know. So knees down, you're still getting core activation. Knees up, you're definitely getting core activation. So breathe here. And we'll count to 10. Silently. Good. Feeling those shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees if they're not already down. Lower the tops of the feet. Lower the entire body. Let the forehead come to your little pillow that you make with your hands. And Sophie, shake it out. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. And then bend your knees, windshield washer your legs back and forth. Lower your feet to the floor. Bring your hands underneath, bring your elbows underneath your shoulders again, palms on the earth. Tuck your toes or come up on your knees, lifting up into your plank again. Good. Low plank. Yeah. Good morning, core. Keep your neck nice and long so you have that neutral spine, neutral neck. Maybe you gaze at something on your floor. So we're counting to 10. We're about to 5, so let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knees if they're not already down, tops of the feet. Make your little pillow and rock your hips from side to side. Take a full breath in And a long breath out. Feel your belly pressing into the earth. Good. All right, third time's a charm. Let's come up. However you like to activate your core. So knees down, knees up, gaze forward, slightly forward on the floor. Breathe. See if you can keep your breath slow here. Firing up the belly. Good. Creating some intestinal fortitude today. No joke. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knees. If they're not already down, lower the tops of the feet. Make your pillow. Take a big breath in. Nice long breath out. And then take that left knee and draw it up to your left elbow. Just release the lower back. Breathe here. Release that leg back down. Switch. Bring the right knee up toward the right elbow. Little sleeper pose here. Breathe. Nice. Let it go. And slowly release that down. Extend. From here, take your arms forward. Bring your forehead to the floor. Reaching long with your hands, keeping your neck nice and neutral. Lift up just the upper body, keeping the toes on the floor. A little Superman. Breathe in. And as you exhale, come into your goddess arms. So maybe you lift a little higher here, squeezing the shoulder blades. And then lower down, make that pillow again. Good. Isn't this fun? Just like walking through a sunflower field. When you're ready, keep your head where it is. Zip up your legs so they're touching, and then just lift your legs off the floor. Just a couple inches will do. You'll start to feel that lower back. Only go as far as you're ready. Modify as needed. Breathe in and breathe out. And let it go. So if you shake it out, good. Take a nice big breath in. Release your hands, release your forehead. Let your hands come right below your shoulders. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Come up through a cobra. And then to your knees, to your tabletop. And bringing your legs close together, sink your hips back into a child's pose slowly. We've done a lot of back work, so come slowly. And then release your shoulders by taking your hands back. Curl up. Good. Give yourself a few breaths here to let that back unwind. We think, just like we think about the core being on the front and the back of the body, the chakras are also, according to the yogis, front and back. So we'll work the front and the back. Let's take one more big breath here. And then come up to the top of the head. The crown of the head comes to the floor. The toes tuck. See if you can reach those feet, the sides of the feet, and then draw the belly into the spine. Round the spine up toward the ceiling. And the shoulders come forward, bowing in little bunny pose, rabbit pose. Nice stretch for the back. Good. If it's less than nice, then back off. Good. One more breath here. Draw the belly into the spine. Maybe lift up a little bit more. Good. Stretch for the shoulders as well. And on your exhale, release. And take your hands to the mat. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips slowly. Come into your first down dog. That inverted V shape. Walk it out. Gaze back towards your knees or your belly button, your solar plexus. And as you're ready, slowly send your heels toward the floor. Lift your hips a little bit higher. Feel that nice long stretch of the back. Shake the head out, yes and no. Nice big breath. Come up on your toes. And on your exhale, press the heels toward the floor. Good. Breathe in. As you do, look forward. Take a slow walk to your forward fold at the top of your mat. Good. You can let your wrists release. Come into your ragdoll, maybe reaching for your elbows. Bend your knees as much as you need to. And breathe here. Head under heart. Good. Think belly into spine here. As you release your hands, inhale as you roll up. Come on up slowly. Think about straightening out, just like that long sunflowers reaching for the sun. Reach up. Take a big breath in. And exhale your hands down to heart center. Find your stable mountain pose. Good. We'll start with the base of our foundation. So lift and spread your toes, and then press each and every little toe one at a time into the earth. And think about that stable base. And imagine the energy from the earth flowing up through your sunflower body. And then shine, smile, be a happy sunflower. Each one of those sunflowers has a little face. It's so neat. When you're ready, inhale, reach up. We'll blow in the breeze, reaching for the left wrist with the right hand and leaning to the right. Good. Keeping those feet, that foundation, firmly planted. Good. Inhale as you reach up. Maybe lean back a little bit. Maybe the wind blows us in this direction. And then come up to center, and as you exhale, lean to the left. Good. Just slowly moving. Maybe you float with the breeze, leaning one side, maybe back, maybe to the other side. Good. Just get kind of supple. And as you're ready, look up, bend your knees, forward fold, bow. Inhale, come to your halfway lift, that half table. And exhale, take your hands to floor or blocks if you have them, and just step the right leg about halfway back toward the back of your mat. But keep your feet about hip width and your toes pointing in the same direction. This is a great place for blocks. If you like, you can frame the left foot and come to your fingertips on your blocks. If you don't have blocks, no worries, come to your fingertips on the floor. So we're in pyramid pose here. Lift halfway up, lengthen the spine, take your gaze down toward the floor, breathe. And on your exhale, bow towards your left knee. Good. Soften the back of the neck. Breathe here. Shake your head yes and no. We'll take one more breath. Exhale it out. And then bend into that left knee. We'll take our block or our fingertips to the front of the left foot and lift that right leg off the floor, coming in to your half moon pose. Maybe you lift your right arm up to the sky. If you're on carpet like me, you may be wobbling more than normal. That's okay. Good. Breathe in. Feel that left hip working, making adjustments. And then when you're ready, right hand comes down, left hand comes down. Lift the right leg up to the sky for a standing split. Yeah. Good. On your exhale, lower the right foot way back to the back of the mat. See if you can scooch it way back. Keep that bend in the left knee over left ankle. And then slowly rise up, coming into your crescent lunge. Yeah, this is all. It's good. Reach those fingertips up to the sky. Keep your gaze forward. Drop your shoulders down and breathe here. Nice big breath. Exhale it out. Shine that heart. Shine that sunflower face as you open up to warrior two. Send your fingertips forward and back taking up space. Good. Left knee over left ankle. Flip your left palm. Take a peaceful warrior. Lean back. Good. And on your exhale, bring both hands down. Make that right foot spin forward. And then take your left foot back to meet your right. Come into downward facing dog. Good. Shake out your head. Relax the back of the neck. Inhale, come up on your toes. And then exhale, send the heels down to the floor. Lift your hips a little higher. Look down or back toward your navel. Do some navel gazing as we're thinking about our Manipura Chakra. Good. Breathe in. And as you exhale, go ahead and step forward. Come into your forward fold. Release your wrists. Inhale halfway. Exhale. Good. Excellent. And then take your left foot back about halfway. Come into your pyramid pose. So use your blocks if you like. Fingertips are fine. So both legs are straight. Legs are on railroad tracks, about hip width, toes facing the same direction. Inhale, come to your halfway lift. Lengthen the spine, get nice and long. And then exhale, pour over that right knee. So enjoy that stretch here. Good. Soften the back of the neck. Breathe in and breathe out. If you like, come back up again halfway and then refold. Good. One more breath here. And then thinking about bending that right knee, maybe you use your block or maybe your fingertips come to the earth. See if you can stay on your left toe or lift your left leg up and come into your half moon on this side. So maybe that foot flexes, maybe the left arm reaches up, and maybe you gaze up toward that left arm if you're feeling super steady. If you're on carpet, know you're going to wobble a little bit more than if you're on a hard floor, hard surface. Good. Breathe in. And on your exhale, take your left fingertips to the floor. Move that block out of the way. Lift that left leg up for standing split. Good. Nose comes to knee. Good. Right hip getting the work, doing the work. Good. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, step that left foot way back to the back of the mat. Right knee over right ankle. Use the strength of your core to rise up, reach up, come into your crescent here. Good. Breathe in. Send that left heel back, but that right knee, sort of the right knee is coming over the right ankle, but the right foot is clawing the earth, keeping that solid foundation for us. Breathe in. I know, I'm just talking here. Spin that back foot, come into your warrior two. Think about your alignment of the right heel with the left arch. And send those arms out long, but keep the shoulders down. Good. Breathe in. Send the left side of the left foot into the mat. Feel a little adjustment there. Flip the right palm, take your peaceful warrior. Lean back. Good. On your exhale, spin your back foot so it's facing forward. Bring your hands to the earth and step your right foot back to meet your left. Downward facing dog. Good. How good is that? Lift your hips a little higher. Press all the joints of your fingers into the earth. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, send those heels down as you gaze toward your navel. Your navel. Good. Breathe in. And come forward through a plank. We weren't done with the planks. I am not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Lean over to your left. You can always come down to your left knees, your knee, or come into a side plank on the left side. Good. Breathe in and send your right arm up and overhead and wave like a sunflower. Good. Take one more little graceful wave. Reach up and then take your right hand down to the earth. Turn to the other side. Take your side plank. Good. Wave. Maybe bring the right side of the oblique up a little higher. Good. One more wave. And then lower the left hand to the floor. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Good. We won't be on our wrists much longer, but go ahead and walk your dog. Now this is going to be just fun, just for fun. You can watch if you like, or you can decide to come along with me. We'll do it a couple times so you have a chance to try it. We're going to flip our dog, lift our right leg up, extend it, bend at the knee. You can totally stay here, or take your right foot to the floor behind you and open up to the sky, open up to the sun. Lengthen out the left leg, come up on your right toe. Good. When you're ready, reflip, send the leg up and lower it down. Let's try it on the other side. Inhale and exhale, flip. Come to the other side, lengthen out the right leg, come up on the left toe. You can take a graceful arm circle if you like. When you're ready, we'll come back to downward facing dog. And feel free to play here. Flip your dog on the right. And come back and flip your dog on the left. Good. This is a lot on the shoulders. Come back through your downward facing dog. So we're going to get off the shoulders by coming back through down dog and send the right knee up to meet the left wrist. So the right knee behind the right wrist, the right toes, the right foot behind the left, and then send that left foot back. So you might have to scooch it back a little bit. We'll come into our pigeon pose. So you can use your blocks to prop yourself up or come down to your arms, or maybe come all the way down. You can use a block under your forehead and just breathe. Breathe into your hips. Breathe into your front and back bodies. Think about the breath giving you that internal massage. Working on digestion. So the hips are part of our core, the core of our body. So let's see if we can soften. Always the option to place a blanket underneath that right hip if that would serve you. Good. Let's take another breath in. And see if you can soften on your exhalation. Let the pose do the work, but keep breathing through it. Let's take 3 more breaths together, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face and jaw. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. On your third breath, bring your hands to your mat, tuck your left toes, come back to your downward facing dog, and maybe take some hip circles if that would feel good on the right side, or just walk your dog. When you're ready, look forward, send your left knee up to behind, right behind your left wrist, and see if you can scooch your right foot back as your left toes come behind your right wrist. And then lower down, not before you shine your heart though. Find your place, find a place where you can be still here. Find a place where you can focus on your breath. And maybe that place includes tucking a block or a blanket under the left hip. Sometimes that just helps everything release. Fill up and let go. Notice if you're holding tension in the shoulders or the face. See if you can swallow in your throat. Just see if that helps to soften the jaw. Maybe just smile. That helps, right? Let's take 3 more breaths here. So good. And as you're ready, tuck the right toes, remove any props, come up into your downward facing dog one last time. Navel gaze one last time, maybe walk it out. Breathe into the entire body, and as you exhale, send the heels down to the floor one more time. And then bring your knees to the floor and your butte to the floor and come to a comfortable seat. Good. We're going to take the right leg inside the left and extend the left leg long. And then feel free to use your strap if you like. You can take your strap and wrap it around the left foot and hold the strap in your left hand, or you can simply let your left hand come to the inside of the leg or underneath your calf. But if you're holding your strap, it'll help you flex your foot. Hold it in your left hand and then reach your right arm up and over, and maybe you find the strap in your right hand, and then you turn your body a little more toward the right. So you have this little twisting action. You can always just hold the strap in your left hand and reach your right arm overhead. Or if that's too much on that shoulder, take yourself into a half bind. Good. Find what works for you, what stretch you like. And if you really enjoy this stretch with your arm overhead, breathe into it. Good. Breathe out. Swat the fly if he's flying around. One more breath. And then release whatever bind you have. Keep your strap handy if you've been using that. And take your left leg up and over the right and give yourself a nice twist. Good counter stretch over that left shoulder. Take your left hand behind you. Use it to prop yourself up. Breathe in as you lengthen that spine, and then breathe out as you take your gaze toward the left. Good. Excellent. Slowly unwind on your exhale, and as you're ready, extend the left leg forward. Keep that right foot tucked into the inside of the left leg. You can use your strap here or use your hands around your shin or your feet. We're going to shine the heart. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, either use your strap to hook around the ball of the left foot, and then draw your nose toward your knee here. So a good place for a blanket underneath the right knee for support. Feel free to lift and lengthen on your inhales, and then exhale, just surrender. Another function of the this solar plexus chakra is being able to surrender when necessary, not in a negative way, but more of a pliable, flexible way. So good. Breathe in. And breathe out. Maybe your nose comes a little closer to your knee today. Maybe that is happening. Breathe into the hamstring. Allow your belly to draw toward the spine, making a little more space. And breathe out. Surrender. Good. On your next breath in, slowly walk your fingertips up your leg. Extend the right leg long. That should feel nice and expansive. So decide if you're going to use your strap on this side or take your right hand under your calf. So many choices. So you can flex that right foot, hold on to the strap with your right hand, and then see if you can lean up and over, keeping your gaze forward, perhaps even under your left arm. And maybe your left hand reaches for that strap, your right arm relaxes. Or take the left arm back behind you and come into a half bind, opening that shoulder. Many choices here. Good, breathe in. And breathe out. Good. As you're ready, release whatever bind you have. Let your strap rest beside you and take that right leg up and over. We'll take a counter stretch. Twist, placing that right hand on the floor to prop you up. Inhale as you lengthen and exhale as you twist toward the right. Good. Press that right foot into the floor. You'll get a little more stretch in that right hip. Good. Breathe in again. And breathe out to slowly unwind. Send the right foot forward, left foot comes to the inside of the right leg. Decide if you're going to use your strap or reach for your shin or your foot. Lengthen your spine on your inhale, smile, and exhale, descend. Nose comes toward the knee. Maybe you reach a little further. Just allow this left hip to relax. Good. Propping up wherever you need it. Relax the back of the neck and the throat. Good. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Healthfully surrender. Good. Maybe that nose comes a little closer to the knee. Take a full breath in, the deepest breath today, and then slowly release. Walk your way up. Slide your legs around so that you are lengthwise on your mat. Oh wait, I forgot. If you have blocks, place them somewhere close by and then slide your legs around. Come down to your mat, hug your knees into your chest. Yeah. And then we'll come into a happy baby. Yeah. Let's just let our knees come toward our shoulders. Reaching for the edges of the feet, if you like, or your big toes. Good. Let's take 3 breaths here. Feel that lower back pressing into the mat. Let the back of the neck be soft. Good. Slowly release. Send your feet to the floor. Let your palms come to the mat and gently lift your hips up into a bridge. Always the option for wheel if you like. I won't cue it. It's not my favorite pose, but you can lift your hips a little bit higher. You can shine your heart. You can smile. This will be our last pose for the day. We'll come into a final Shavasana. As you slowly lower down, take your blocks if you like. You can come just to your back and no worries. Take your blocks so that you are set up for a supported fish. This is a suggestion. Of course, always only a suggestion. So there's a higher block under your head and a lower block under your shoulder blades. And then come down and get yourself set up so it's comfy. So it's going to give us a nice shiny heart. One more chance to shine like a sunflower. Let your feet come wide as your mat. Let your toes just splay outward and just surrender here. Take a nice big breath. Fill up the entire body. See if you can take the deepest breath ever and just pause for a moment. Hold the breath at the top of the inhalation. And then let your exhalation come with a flourish. Out your mouth or your nose, just release. And then let everything go. You've done some great work. Let your breath come naturally. Let your heartbeat settle. Let your eyes close. Just take a few moments to just be. So of course Mary Oliver has a poem called The Sunflowers. And it goes like this. Come with me into the field of sunflowers. Their faces are burnished discs. Their dry spines creak like ships' masts. Their green leaves, so heavy and many, fill all day with the sticky sugars of the sun. Come with me to visit the sunflowers. They are shy, but want to be friends. They have wonderful stories of when they were young, the important weather, the wandering crows. Don't be afraid to ask them questions. Their bright faces, which follow the sun, will listen, and all those rows of seeds, each one a new life. Hope for a deeper acquaintance. Each of them, though it stands in a crowd of many, like a separate universe, is lonely. The long work of turning their lives into a celebration is not easy. Come and let us talk with those modest faces, the simple garments of leaves, the coarse roots in the earth, so uprightly burning. So with your balanced solar plexus chakras, begin to make some intuitive movements with the body, wiggling toes, fingers, turning head from side to side. And if you like, roll to one side. Notice how you feel. Maybe you use your strong core to press yourself up to a comfortable seat, or maybe you just want to stay right where you are. When you're ready, arrive at your seat if you are joining me. Let your spine lengthen. Let your sunflower face reach toward the heavens, and close your eyes for one more moment. Take a big breath. Breathe into your solar plexus, that spot right above the belly button. Feel that expansion. And then let it go. When you're ready, reach up for all the goodness, all the sunshine. Bring your palms together down to your shiny heart. And then bring your chin to your chest. Find something to be grateful for. Someone to be grateful for. Something about this life to be grateful for. And when you're ready, take a bow to one another. Even though we can't see each other, let's just bow to one another. Thank you guys for practicing. Thank you for showing up for Mindful Monday once again. Until next time, namaste.
Thank you, Connie. Good plan.
Field trip to the sunflower field.